You know, being powerlifting forced people to treat me not because of my disability, but they treat me because of my ability. This is our goal, to be respected, to be accepted, to be treated not because of our disability, but because of our ability. And this is fantastic, this is amazing. That's why for me, powerlifting is, it's something very, very good, and I am happy to be powerlifter.
Don't disrespect the bar, but give it hell. So I started in 2016. Powerlifting was something that I was very keen in from the beginning. I like seeing myself get stronger, and there's not many female powerlifters, so that was really something that I wanted to show, that women can lift and we can get strong. My worst thing is nerves. I try not to think about what's going on outside. I mean, I like to sort of almost simulate competition and training, so that when we're walking up to that platform with the lights, the music and everything, I can just blank that out and be like, this is just like training. Powerlifting means a lot to me. It's given me so much more than I could ever ask for. I just want to keep going in the sport for as long as I physically can. Yeah, that's my goal, just sort of keep going, until you can't no more.
So we continue on day 4 of these Euro Powerlifting Championships. We've had the men's 49 and women's 41 kilo finals. The lightest of the weight divisions now, the women's 55 kilo decider is on the way. We'll have 2 groups in this, by the way. And it is the largest field that we've had to date, almost 15 in total going in this. It's a large Group B, starting with Ainur Razova of Turkmenistan. Major championship debutant. She'll be starting at 25 kilos, going all the way to Ana Goncalves Marques of Brazil, aiming for 84.
For inclusion, with pride, with courage, for sport.
And Group A,
for equity.
Greta Verdanian will be getting that underway a little later at 85 kilos. Quite a lot of international competition in this, and Besra Duma, who's won so much for Turkey, going at 115, and that will be the heaviest attempt in this opening round. European record holder, that's at Next Gen. She's won so much, World Championship silver as well, but she's succeeded in so many competitions, Paralympic bronze medal as well. She's only 21, but she's won the lot. Now looking for some gold medals. She is the reigning European champion. Here are the records. Mariana Shevchuk, who we'll see in this, the world record holder, 133.5. She reigning European, world and Paralympic champion. Besra Duman, reigning European champion in a different weight division, which would have been 50. And there she is again, the Next Gen record holder, Shevchuk. That has to be the European record holder as well, of course. And here come the stars of the show. So like earlier, Group B, quite considerably larger than Group A. That's another new innovation. So here we come. Here's our major championship debutant, Ainur Razova, For France, Léa Hami, major championship debut for her as well. For Kazakhstan, now here comes Valeria Smirnova, next gen athlete. Next for Poland, and you saw her there, Marta Cheshlinska.
Representing Kazakhstan, Gohan.
For Kazakhstan, go here, Omir Zakova.
Representing Hungary, Katalin.
For Hungary, here's
representing
Kati
Spain,
Mezai.
Isabel Fernandez Jimenez.
Next up for Spain, Isabel Fernandez.
Representing Great
Britain,
Charlotte McGuinness.
Charlotte McGuinness. World Junior
Representing
silver
Brazil,
medalist.
Ana Paula Gonçalves Marquez.
And for Brazil,
These are the
Ana
athletes
Paula
competing in the group
Gonçalves
portion
Marquez
of
in
the
her
women's
first
up to
major
55 kilo
championship.
category.
So that's the first 9 there in Group B. We've got Group A as well. And the top 6 attempters in the opening round in here.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes competing in the women's up to 55 kilo category, Group A. Representing Armenia.
So here are our prime candidates. Greta Verdanian of Armenia.
Representing Venezuela, Nairobi Hernandez.
Aerobis Hernandez for Venezuela. Mariana Shevchuk, the world record holder, the reigning European, world and Paralympic champion, but she's only aiming for the 4th highest attempt in the opening round. Lydia Solovyova,
Representing Great Britain, Olivia
6-time
Broom.
European champion. She's won everything. Olivia Broom
Representing
for
Turkey,
Britain, Commonwealth
Besra
Games and
Duman.
World Silver, Paralympic bronze, and Bezra Duman,
The athletes of the
European
women's up to
champion,
55 kilo Group
World
A
Silver,
session.
Paralympic bronze. So, in other words, everyone's good. Well, this is going to be an interesting one, as usual. So we have the large field. Now let's
Please
see
direct your attention to
who the
screens as
men
we select
and
our
women in the
referees
middle will
for this
be.
field of play. Please welcome the technical officials
And here they are.
for this session.
And they all look happy to be here.
Chief referee, Italy, Chiara Cifarelli.
Chief referee, Chiara Cifarelli from Italy.
Left side
Left referee, Azam
Jordan Azam
Zubi from Jordan.
Right side referee,
Right
Republic of Korea.
referee,
Eugene
Eugene
Lee.
Lee from Korea.
Technical controller, Hungary.
And
Tibor
the technical
Gyarko.
controller for this final is Tibor Gyarko from
Members of the
Hungary.
jury for this session. Jury member number 1, Greek, Ileana Araka.
And the jury, Eliana Raka from Greece, Olga Prokopashina from Kazakhstan, Mohamed Al-Kersh
Jury
from
member number
United
3,
Arab Emirates, and the
United
technical
Arab Emirates.
delegate for this entire
Mohamed
competition
Al-Kersh.
is Zita
Technical delegate,
Gyarko.
Hungary, Zita Gyarko.
As usual, a nice crowd building. You see Brazilian representation in the audience. And for Turkey, hello Turkey, already waiting to go. Armenia. It's just this little snapshot.
Para-powerlifting is all about the bench press. It's about the strongest people on the planet going head to head. Once positioned on the bench, an athlete must
good field. Here's
after
the
being given the start
action behind the scenes in the warm-up area.
The bar to the chest
Everybody
and must hold the weight
being
motionless.
readied
Both
for the off.
elbows must extend at the same rate and lock out together. Once the lift has been completed,
Ketelin
they will
Mizai,
receive a rack signal
European
and
silver
return the bar
medalist.
to the rack.
Just about everybody
An
in
immediate decision will be made
Group
by
A has
the
been a major
referees
championship
as to
medalist. She's
whether
one of
the
those in
lift was
Group B who
successful
has
or
been
not.
as well. We're all very busy.
A white light is given for a successful lift,
most of us are.
and a red light signifies an unsuccessful lift. Athletes may make 3 lifts during the competition and must increase the weight attempted by at least 1
Marta
kilogram following a
Ślińska,
successful lift.
European junior silver
The winner
medalist
is
from
the athlete who lifts the
4
most weight
years
in
ago.
their body.
Is that all you got? Yeah. I only got one question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger. You push harder. Is that all you got? You climb higher, faster. So is that all you got? You put your best and the rest in. No resting. Is that all you got? So you a victor. I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got?
In the first major competition, 4 of them I would estimate. Here are record holders again. Mariana Shevchuk with the elite world record, and the next gen mark held by, well, Mark. And the European records as well. Bezra Duman has the next gen record from last year.
I only got one
Here we go.
question. So is that all you got? You go big or stronger. You push harder. Is that all you got? You climb higher, faster. So is that all you got? You put your best and the rest in. No resting. Is that all you got? So you a victor. I only got one question. So is that all you got? Yeah, look at you now. So is that all you got? Take a look at you now. So is that all you got? Look at you now. Is that all you got? Yeah, I only got one question. So is that all you got?
It's not. We've got 2 more competitions for you today, and they'll be on for a while.
This session starts.
The countdown
in
begins
10,
now.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are you ready for para-powerlifting? The bar is ready with 25 kilos on a rack height of 11. We're going to call our first athlete. Representing Turkmenistan, Aynur Orazova.
So here we go, and the start of the international career of Ayna Orazova of Turkmenistan, and she is one of 5 athletes from outside Europe competing in this, which is the largest so far of these European Open Championships, and that would be sort of a normal level. We haven't seen that repeated yet so far in the competition. So she's starting at 25, which will be a new lifetime best. She is 15 years old. As we've said a few times this week, Turkmenistan have a very good team here. They didn't compete at their own Asia Oceania Championships in Korea, Pyeongtaek in
1
June.
minute.
We should be seeing them at the Asian Para Games next March in China, in Hangzhou. So 25 for Aina Urasova. Well,
No
it's 2 and against on the
Press
press.
sequence.
Didn't look even, so wasn't equal. Body sequence as well, actually. A stop sequence from our centre referee. So it doesn't get that, but she did do the lift. She did get it raised, so it's technique.
Floaters, please. 46 kilos, rack height 14. 46 kilos, rack height 14.
And the technique can be straightened out, and she will hope, in the next 20 minutes.
The bar is ready. Representing France, Leia Ami. First attempt, 46 kilos.
Leia Ami of France, her major championship debut, aiming for 46, which again would be a new lifetime best. She's 20 years old, she's a next-gen athlete. There are 2 in this. Ainur is in the rookie category, who we've just seen from Turkmenistan, and Winnie Hernandez and Naomi Hernandez, who we're seeing in Group A in the legend category. So 46 for a new lifetime best and for the early lead.
Good
Yep,
lift.
2-1 in her
Ami,
favour, that's good.
throw.
Good lift. New lifetime best, and her international career is underway.
Floaters, please. 50 kilos. Rack height 11.
That
50 kilos.
It's very, very welcome. That's just what you want to do in the opening round. Just concentrate. And it took her eyes off the bar a bit, but that didn't affect her much, so it was all fine.
The bar is loaded. Valeria Smirnova. 50 kilos, Kazakhstan, first round attempt.
So now for Kazakhstan in the next gen category, 8th in the Asia Oceania Championship, Valeria Smirnova. World Junior silver here last year, and silver in the Tbilisi World Cup 6 months before that in this venue. So a lifetime best is 52. This is an attempt at 50. "20 years old. Ruslan Graev, the coach, by the way, on stage. Here's 50. Well, she nailed that.
Good lift.
Good lift.
Smirnova, Kazakhstan.
Very nice.
Floaters, please. 58 kilos, rack height 11.
And she leads the open competition for Kazakhstan in the very early exchanges. That's all quite pristine. We'll see if she can continue that on with the heavier weights, but she's done really nicely there.
The bar is loaded to 58 kilos. Representing Poland, Marta Cieśliński.
So now for Poland, the European junior silver medalist 4 years ago. She finished 5th in the senior. Marta Cieślińska lives in Bydgoszcz with the Start Bydgoszcz club. Coach, national coach, Mariusz Weaver, the former swimmer she was. Just felt she's spending enough time in the pool and prefers this. So 57 her lifetime best. This an attempt at 58. And this for an early advantage for her as well.
One minute.
So here she goes at 58. Just looking to keep control of that. Great nail action.
lift, press sequence.
Unfortunately, the press was just as colourful. So misses out, and it was all three who voted it down on that. So that has to be certainly ironed out. All fine up to there, and then the control at the end. We're just trying to get the knockout right. Yeah, you see that? This is the angle where it shows the control was just drifting a little bit.
Rack height 1.
That's fixable for Marta.
Thank you, the bar is
So
loaded
next
for
to go
62
then
kilos.
for
Representing
Kazakhstan.
Gohar Omirzakova.
Gahar Omirzakova. Well, we've seen her at the World Championships. That was last year. Here she finished 14th in that. She lives in Aktau, which, my geography right, is in the west by the Caspian Sea. She actually works for the government for citizens. She's dealing with the public all day long. More power to her. Our man Ruslan's out on stage again. This will be for 62 for Gauhar Omirzakova. Lifetime best of 50, so she would absolutely shatter it if she gets that. Hope you didn't blink, because she's got it, and she didn't. 3 white lights, and she hits the front for Kazakhstan. It's Kazakhstan 1 and 2 at the moment.
Correction.
Omirzakova
54
ahead
kilos.
of Smirnova.
Rack height 12.
Good result so far. They
64
lead the
kilos.
open
Rack height
competition.
12.
There you go, that was it. Do you want to see it again? Here you go. Got it. And she was wondering. She didn't need to. That was unfaultable.
The bar is loaded with 64 kilos.
Adds 12 onto her
Representing
lifetime
Hungary,
best, which is
Katalin Mazej.
a really good result. Katalin Mazej for Hungary. Well, she's been here before and successful before. European silver in 2015 in Eger in Hungary. They were recruiting a lot, found a lot of talent spotting across the few years. They were staging major championships, a couple of World Cups afterwards, building up towards the World Championships they were due to host last year, but it got moved to Tbilisi. 9th at the Paralympic Games in Rio in 2016. Best World Championships result 12th 3 years ago in Nur Sultan. That got moved from Astana. Didn't have to move it far, they just renamed the city. She's from Budikeshi. She's with the Power Station Club in Tatabanya. And she's going now. Lifetime best 73. This is 64. And that's good.
Maze, Hungary.
She's our new leader. And in terms of the European Championship, it's a very strong lead. She goes 8th, by the way, in the race to Paris. In terms of the qualifying for the Paralympic Games, that is on your heaviest weight. Now other sports have, I do know that other sports have changed how they do it. But quite simply, here it is the top 8 for the Paralympic Games. The top 8 lifts. We'll go you through. At the moment she's an 8th spot, so there to be shot at a little bit.
The bar is loaded with 67 kilos.
Isabel Fernandez for Spain. Going for 67 here in the opening round. Her first major championship, and this an attempt at a lifetime best. So 67 is a very nice high target. 2 to go in this opening round.
One minute.
Didn't hang around. No time to waste. Once the
Good
1 minute
lift.
buzzer
But
hits,
that's
and
it.
it's a good lift. 2 to 1 for Isabel Fernandez, and she is our new leader for Spain. It's all positive so far. We've only had a couple of misses.
Loaders, please.
Among
77 kilos.
these
Rack
misses.
13.
And it's 5 good lifts so far. Nice, calm lift. No problem at all.
Bar is loaded with 77 kilos. First round attempt. Brazil, Ana Paula.
2 to go in this round.
Marquez.
Ana Goncalves Marquez. Ana Paula Goncalves Marquez. 77 is what she's aiming for. Originally it was going to be 84. She's scaled down a little bit here. First major championship, it would be a lifetime best for her. Brazil have sent a really good team here, and as a result they're well represented among the throng at the Hua League ballroom in this Hotels France Tbilisi.
1 minute.
So 77 for Ana Concalves Marquez to take the lead in the open competition, and that is what she has done. Good lift. 3 out of 3. 3 white lights. A decent advantage for her right at the start of her competition. Looking good so far. She wants that to continue. No drama, no problem, no pressure, no worries, no red. 3 whites and the lead. So that sets the standard
The bar is loaded
to be followed.
for Great Britain's Charlotte McGuinness. Round 1 attempt, 82 kilos.
So to wrap up, here comes Charlotte McGuinness for Great Britain, and she is gunning for 82. Connor McDonald's with her, a lifetime best of 84, so she's not that far off. World Junior silver last year in Tbilisi. Silver in the World Cup in Manchester. She was 11th in last year's World Championships from Aragon, UA Aragon. The student at Leeds Trinity University. And 82 is what she's gunning for here. Didn't dwell on it, did McGuinness? And why should she?
Charlotte McGuinness,
That
Great
is a
Britain.
good lift. And she leads at the end of the opening round for Britain in Group B.
Round 2 begins
And that
with
is a nice
25
way
kilos
to get her
and a
competition
rack height
rolling.
of 11. 25 kilos, rack 11.
Decent lift. And that means the lead. Very comprehensive. Charlotte McGuinness in front for Britain on 82. And Paulo Gonçalves Marquez second for Brazil in the open competition on 77. Isabel Jimenez 67. Team Mezai 64. That's the 1, 2, 3 from a European viewpoint. So into round 2 we go. And even though it was the lowest tally of the lot for Aina Orasova, going again at 25. To get on the board, go into 8th place in this open competition for Turkmenistan.
One minute.
Plenty of time to get this right. And again, she's got it raised. Last time it wasn't cleanly. This time it was. It very much was. 3 white lights for Aina Orasova. And she's on the board, and it's a lifetime best. And a major championship debut. What is not to like?
Loaders, please. 51 kilos, rack height 14.
by her after the problems in the opening round. And that's all settled now.
The bar is loaded. Representing France, 51 kilos, Léa Ami.
Léa Ami for France, going for 51 now. Having cleared a lifetime best of 46 in the opening round. So this would move her up a place, up into 6th in the open competition. She would stay 4th in the European Championship. She started really well. Now, no problems with the weight and getting it lifted.
No lift.
Yeah,
Press
the
sequence.
press,
Ami.
all three down on the press, and our centre referee as well on the stop.
Floaters 54 kilos, please.
Maybe
Rack
just a
height
bit
11.
too keen. There was absolutely
54
no
kilos,
problem in
rack
getting
height
the lift.
11.
They all voted her down on that press. Just about right. Centre referee wouldn't have
The bar is ready for Kazakhstan.
probably
54
from the
kilos,
angle
second round
that
attempt.
was watching out seeing that
Valeria
right.
Smirnova.
Wasn't the most obvious, but she was cleared on that stop. It was the press that was the main issue for them all. So Valeria Smirnova of Kazakhstan, the World Junior silver medalist from this very venue, the Walik Ballroom. Jen medals to aim at as well once she hits the mark. She's already hit one with a lifetime best of 50, now an attempt at a lifetime best of 54. Actually, a lifetime best going to the competition 52, so it's the first lifetime best attempt of the day. Good strong lifts, and that is a good lift, full stop. 3 white lights for Valeriana Smirnova.
Floaters, please. 58 kilos, rack height 11.
She's progressing well. She leads in the total lift. This is all good so far. No issue for her with this. Clean enough, strong enough, confident enough to suggest she can move on, well on beyond this. Very capable.
58 kilos away. Representing Poland, the second round attempt of Marta Cieślinski.
It's going for 58 then for Poland, returning again Marta Cieślinska. Missed out the previous round with 58, so this to get her on the board, this would put her 4th in the European competition. Quite a bit that she has to sort out for the previous attempt because they all voted her down, all on the same issue. So it's all got to go right here. Just 1 kilo above her lifetime best.
No
I'm
lift.
afraid it's
Press
the same
sequence,
story. All three
Jasinski.
again on the press. That's not being pressed evenly, and I thought there was a bit more control this time though. She's got a little bit closer to it. You can see from her reaction and that little bit of conversation, there's no disputing the fact from her camp.
Floaters, please. 65 kilos.
View from
rack
above
height
will
1.
always look great. You'll have to think about what comes next. Only one attempt to go for the pole. So next to go for Kazakhstan, Gauha Amirzakova.
The bar is ready, representing Kazakhstan.
14th placer in last year's World Championship, so back here again.
Amirzakova.
And this for 65. Cleared 62 in the opening round. And for a whopping new lifetime best, 12 kilos above what she had done before. She's made really good progress so far. This will put her fourth in the open competition, and she'd then only be a couple of kilos away from the top three. Oh,
No
but
limit.
not quite.
Press
It's 2 and against, and both on the press. As we've said before, if you've got athletes of short
Floaters,
stature,
please.
they're
67 kilos. Rack
watching even
12.
more closely than possible. Stop sequence is fine.
The bar is ready. Hungary. Round 2. 67
The
kilos.
agony.
Katalin
Little blink
Mazet.
of recognition that something she was looking for didn't come. Next up, Kati Mezai of Hungary. She guns for 67. Got 64 in the previous round. She's around a 70 lifter at the peak of her career. 73 is her lifetime best. So I should say that this would push her up to the brink of the top 8 in terms of the Paralympic qualifying, but very early days in that. We do now have a European in it. We
1
didn't
minute.
before. Charlotte McGuinness is 4th on 82. Her first competition since the window opened. Mezai, 67. That was a lot of effort.
No lift.
And it's 2 and against, 1 on the stop and 1 on the press.
Floaters, please.
So no
70
luck.
kilos. Rack height 10.
In that one. If you look at it this way, she was cleared 2-1 on the stop and cleared 2-1 on the press. But it was different referees who'd voted her down. So she gets voted down 2-1 because of that.
The bar is loaded, representing Spain. Round 2 attempt at 70 kilos. Isabel Fernandez Jimenez.
Isabel Fernandez. coming for Spain. 67 in the first round, this for 70. She would stay in second position in the European Championship and third in the Open. It would be another new lifetime best for the 35-year-old. Fernandez going for 70 and the best lift of her career.
1 minute.
She was fighting that one, definitely. Yeah,
No
2-1
lift.
against. But again,
Fernandez
it's one in the
Jimenez.
stop and one in the press. Centre referee felt it was fine from her viewpoint, and it is no lift for Isabel Fernandez.
Floaters, please. 82 kilos, rack height 13. 82 kilos, rack height 13.
Where she will feel that she wasn't far off that. She's still lying in third place
Representing Brazil.
in the Open competition
82 kilos,
and
round
silver
two attempt. Ana
in the
Paula
European Championship.
Gonçalves Marquez.
And Paula Gonçalves Marquez is up now for Brazil, and this for a share of the lead in the Open competition with Charlotte McGuinness. She's going for 82, and this also would be a new lifetime best. So, very strong, confident lift in the opening round. Just to add another 5 onto it, and this would be a tie for top spot.
One minute.
Already. All the settling that was required. And now here she is. 82. Ana Paula Gonçalves carefully does it. She was.
Good.
And that is a good lift.
Gonçalves Marquez, Brazil.
Make sure all the elements were right. That is a very nice lift. And she can go on from that. I think we said in the previous round that there was evidence that she could definitely add quite a bit onto her first round attempt with 77. She's done it already. Gone on to 82.
Please, 85 kilos, rack height
And she
3.
is now tied for 4th in the race to Paris with Charlotte McGuinness. That might not last too long, though. McGuinness comes now. That's where we are in terms of those standings. It's good going considering we didn't have any Europeans
Charlotte McGuinness, Great
anywhere
Britain,
near the
85
top
kilos,
prior to
second
it, but
round
obviously there were
attempt.
reasons for that. Mainly because we hadn't had a European Championships in this, now we do. And there's many more in Group A who would love a go at that. I think she wants a bit more volume. Going for 85 here, which would be by 1 kilo a new lifetime best. So here's the opening for her to regain the lead on 85. Didn't need to get very far. And she gets a good lift, and she's back in the outright lead on 85. And fourth outright in the Paralympic qualifiers.
28 kilos.
2-1 in her favour. Centre referee voted it down on that. And after 2 rounds, it is Charlotte McGuinness of Britain who is out in front by 3 ahead of Ana Paula Gonçalves Marquez. Isabel Fernandez second in Europe for Spain, 18 behind. McGuinness with a very good lead and also leads the total lift. Ana Paula Gonçalves in second in terms of the European competition. Isabel Fernandez second, Caroline Meza in third. Total lift for Europe. That's also how it stands as we go into the final round. So, 25 last time for Aina Orazova, going now for 28. To add 3 to her lifetime best in the rookie category she is as a 15-year-old. So what a great opening into international competition.
1 minute.
So here she comes, back for a second time. A really nice lifetime best earlier of 25. 28 is a bit too much this time, but she can grow into it. Noticeably disappointed, but she's still got the best lift of her life competitively. 25 in the second round, misses out in 28 there.
No lift.
Red flags this time, but she gave it a whirl. She still gets her best ever lift of 25, and not much to be too unhappy about, I would think. She definitely wanted to get this, but
56 kilos.
just wouldn't get
Rack height
any further.
14, 56 kilos.
Unfortunate. Spotters coming in then. Sad when it happens. Just slightly too much of it this time.
The bar is loaded,
And no
representing
success
France. 56
with that.
kilos. Third round attempt.
It's been a good competition
Leah
so
Ami.
far, but Leah Ami got 46. The opening round, didn't get 51, going for it here, 56. So this would send her up into 6th spot in the open competition, and she would stay 4th in the European Championship. 56 and another attempt at a new lifetime best. So, along she comes again for 56, Leah Ami for France. Well, I would
No
wonder
lift.
about the
Press
press, and
sequence.
yes, they all did. All 3 voting her down on that. A stop sequence as well from our right referee. But she did score a lifetime best in the
Voters,
opening
please,
round
56
of
kilos,
46, so
rack
that
height
will do
11.
nicely. So she missed the other 2, a bit like Orazova before her. At least she does have a new mark to her name. She does
The
get
bar
the
is
finishing
ready.
position.
Valentina Mimnova,
That is,
Kazakhstan,
lifting away a
56
bit.
kilos, third attempt.
Bit of a loss of control, and the evenness of the press likewise. Well, 46 she did well with. So now, Valeria Smirnova of Kazakhstan, going for 56. She's had a really good competition so far. She's a third in the total lift in the open competition. And this would put her second, going for 56. She would stay sixth in the Open Championship. Smirnova,
No
nothing
lift.
on the press.
Press
All
sequence.
three against.
Smirnova.
Well, that's unfortunate. Well, you still will have to praise what she did earlier. A new lifetime best of 54. 56 was
Voters,
a bit
please.
untidy.
58 kilos, rack height 11.
Edging up by degrees, really, and extra control required.
The bar is loaded for Marta Cieślinski. Poland, 58 kilos, third attempt.
So now, 2 attempts without success to date for Poland's Marta Cieślinska. Going again for 58. And again, it would be a lifetime best. From the off, she's been trying to get a lifetime best, one above her previous mark. Well, if she gets it, this would send her fourth in the European Championship and sixth in the Open competition. She has a chance. So 58. This would be very welcome for her to get it at
1
the
minute.
third attempt. That is probably her best attempt. Yes,
Good
she's got
lift.
it. She has got it.
Cieślinski.
Well, like the nails, you've got to love the lift as well. She got 58. It's a lifetime best. Well, she'd have loved to have done that first time and had a little go at something a bit higher, but she's done well. Third time lucky. Of course, no luck involved, just months and years of hard work. That's very, very nicely done. Centre referee voted her down in the press, in case you were wondering.
Loaders, please.
Such a helpful
65
breakdown
kilos,
these
rack
days,
height
so
1.
when you miss, you can always review with your coach. Right, what did they say? They said must do better, and she did do better. So she's on the board now, sixth in terms of the Open competition,
65 kilos representing Kazakhstan.
but
Third
fourth in
attempt,
the European
Yamaha.
Championship.
Omeltsakova.
So that was all very pleasant, getting the ears rubbed, and well, then it wasn't. Zakova for Kazakhstan, going again for 65. Well, this will send her up a place above Kati Mazai, send her into fourth in the Open competition. I think she's certainly been freshened up from that intro. well.
No lift.
2-1
Press
against.
sequence.
2 on the press. She still scores highly.
Loaders, please. 67 kilos.
62
Rack
in the
height
opening round.
12.
And that was a really good lifetime best. With this, I mean, there's not a lot to review. Bringing her chest up a bit there as well, isn't she? Anyway, it was 2-1 against.
Loaders,
Gave it a stab.
68 kilos.
She's still got one in her
Loaders,
favour, so it looked
68
really good
kilos.
from one angle.
68
The
kilos.
centre from the
Rack height 12, 68
from the
kilos,
sides,
please.
the two side referees obviously thought,
Rack
yeah,
height 12,
no.
68 kilos, please.
Next to go, 68 kilos for Kati Mezai. Missed 67 in the previous round, got 64 in the opening round, and this for 68 would send her up into 9th place in terms of the standings of the race in Paris, where
Representing Hungary,
McGuinness is
68
4th,
kilos,
Kicalves is
third round
5th
attempt.
today.
Katalin Mazan.
And actually, more progress can be made here to add 4 to her best tally to date of 64. Lifetime best is a bit above this, 73. There's only 2 competitors without a lift so far, and that's the top 2, McGuinness and Alves Marquez.
1 minute.
This would move her up into silver in the European Championship, 3rd in the open competition. As Mezai got it, another big effort put in, going for 68, really showing the strain.
Good lift.
It'll be worth it though.
Mazai,
It's worth it
Hungary.
already. 2-1 in her favour, good lift, and she hops up for now into the silver medal position.
Loaders, please.
3rd
70 kilos.
in the
Rack height
open
10.
championship. She can delight in striding off the stage, but boy does she put a huge amount into that. That was a lot
The
of
bar
work,
is ready. 70 kilos. Round 3.
but good.
Spain, Isabel Fernandez Jimenez.
3 to go in Group B. Isabel Fernandez coming on, looking to leap back up above Katia Mezai and attempting 70 here, which again would be a whopping new lifetime best, 67 in the opening round, setting herself a new personal standard. So, go back into the silver medal position in the European Championship with Group A still to come. Isabel Fernandez, 470. That looks a vast improvement on a previous attempt. And she sold it well, and it's 3 white lights, it's a lifetime best. She goes up into silver, and now she waits. Excellent lift. Goes
Spotter
back
loaders,
into
85
second.
kilos. Rack height 13.
Mezai in
please.
3rd. Add on an extra place for the open competition. to account for the woman we're going to see next. What an immense amount of effort. But a really good, clean lift. You have to appreciate that she's done really well under an obvious amount of duress. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Just tried to make those tattoos out as well. And you can see the turtle. Was there some sort of a unicorn as well?
The
Above
bar is
mountains
ready,
and the
representing
sea.
Brazil, Ana Paula Gonçalves
That's how it looked from
Marques,
here,
third
anyway.
attempt, 85 kilos.
Now, 5th on the road to Paris, where McGuinness is 4th. They can exchange places again here. Aiming for 85 to join McGuinness at the top. In terms of the open competition, and if they were to finish there, and if they were to get through all in Pool A and still be on top, then that would mean a mandatory head-to-head shootout. Okay, Calvez herself, in what is worth remembering, her first major championship, looking for a big, big lifetime best. She's done brilliantly to date.
minute.
So 85 for Ana Paula Gonçalves Marques. Ana Marques to go into the joint lead. It's taking a good bit out of her, but she kept a lot of control. And it was more than enough. Three white lights, and that is the lead for Ana Gonçalves Marques. That will mean a lot. In the open competition, she's in front, leads in the total lift. McGuinness yet to respond, but she will now. She's in the wings, waiting to. What a brilliant lift this was. Well supported by the rest of the Brazilian crowd here. She'd executed that really impressively. It's exquisitely done.
Thank you, the
So
bar
one
is
lift to
loaded,
go in
representing
Group
Great
B.
Britain.
And it's
Third attempt.
Charlotte McGuinness again.
McGuinness.
So this is an attempt at 86. 85, a lifetime best in round 2. Now trying for more of the same here. It would also put her into the lead in the total lift as well. Gonçalves 3 from 3. McGuinness trying to emulate that. And a heavier lift each time. Gonçalves just matching McGuinness. She's ready for it. There she goes, 86. And McGuinness, oh,
No lift.
it's 2-1
McGuinness,
against,
86
both in
kilos.
the press sequence.
Group B is complete.
So 85 she remains on, alongside
The first 9 athletes
Gonçalves,
have made all of their attempts.
and they
Now we're
share
gonna
the
transition
lead
into
after Group B,
A with
with Group
this
A to
still
come.
weight class of women up to 55 kilos.
And they'll hold the
85
lead for
kilos
a
loaders,
little bit.
rack height 11.
She stays second in
85
terms of the
kilos,
total lift.
rack height 11.
And on the press it was 2-1 against. She doesn't succeed this time. On to Group A, 6 in this. Here's the scores on the doors. Ana Paula Gonçalves Marques leading for Brazil, alongside Charlotte McGuinness on 85. That is a perfect
The
tie.
bar is loaded,
Isabel
85
Fernandez,
kilos.
silver medal position
Griffith
for
Bardania,
Spain right
Armenia,
now. And
first
in the
attempt.
bronze medal position, it's Katie Mezai. So now into Group A, and we go to Armenia and Greta Verdanian. 4th in the last European Championships in Bergsamere, 5th in Eger in Hungary in 2015, 5th in the Paralympic Games in Rio 6 years ago. Is the flag bearer in 2 straight Paralympic Games for Armenia. Greta Vidanian is 36 now. Silver in the Eger World Cup in 2017 from the Punic Club in Yerevan. The Punic Club. Used to be an alpine skier for a good few years. This is Jan is a regular coach, and she's ready to go now. 85 for a share of the lead, and here she goes, and there she went.
Good lift.
And
Vardanyan,
Vidanian is
Armenia,
one of
85
3
kilos.
co-leaders on 85. It could be a very congested leaderboard.
Loaders,
At the
please,
moment, it very
93
much
kilos.
is.
Rack height 9.
She's been waiting a long time to do that. And how well she made that count. Very, very good. Very impressed.
Bar is ready. Representing Venezuela, 93 kilos, first round attempt. Nairobi's Hernandez.
So now, the Americas and Pan Am bronze medalist. Luis Nairobi's Hernandez for Venezuela. A 6-time world championship participant, finished 6th. And her best performance in this venue. I was going to say on the stage, but it is a bit different to last time out. The Tbilisi World Championships last December, she managed to get a top 6 finish. It's very good for her. 8th in the Paralympic Games in Tokyo. Ivan Sequeira is a regular coach. Bronze in the Pan Ams in Guadalajara in 2011, where the crowds were massive. And in the Americas Championship in 2018 in Bogota, where it was nice and atmospheric too. So here she is, this to go in front, attempting 93 kilos. Her lifetime best is 97, and she's in the legend status as well, the legend age category, so she has an additional set of medals to compete for as well as the main one. 93 is her target. That's a strong lift, a nice strong lift,
Good
and
lift.
a good lift as well.
Venezuela.
3 out of 3, 3 white lights. So Luis Hernandez. There's only one competitor from Venezuela at the America's Championships in St. Louis back in July. She wasn't one of them. Oriana Turan was.
95 kilos, rack height 4.
And medalled. Hernandez has opened up a good chance of emulating that here. Did well. She is our new leader in the open competition. Next up for Ukraine, it is Mariana
The bar is
Shevchuk,
loaded, 95 kilos.
aiming for
round 1 and 10.
95.
Ukraine. Mariana Shevchuk.
Reigning European, World and Paralympic champion. Won gold in the last 2 World Championships, silver before that in Mexico City in 2017. Gold in Bergsamere at the last Europeans in 2018, bronze before that. The world record holder set here a year ago, and yet she's pitching herself in at joint 3rd heaviest weight in the opening round. Well, there may be very good reasons for that. So 95 for Shevchuk. This is well achievable for the world record holder.
Good lift.
And that is a good lift. So that puts her into the lead, and it gives her a foundation. the leaps from her in the next few rounds. There's not an injury issue, might be some issue. Could be some big leaps coming
95 kilos.
beyond
Rack height
95 in
one.
the future rounds. But there might just be some sort of a little twinge that's there, and that'll be a reason why she's going in 39 kilos below her world record.
The bar
Actually
is
more than that, it was 39
Ukraine.
below.
Lydia
Anyway, she
Solovyova.
leads. She may not need to go anywhere near that mark from last December. So Ukraine in the lead. And this to make it 2 from Ukraine in the joint lead. Well, what a career for Lydia Solovyova, the 6-time European, 3-time Paralympic champion. World champion in 2006, bronze in the most recent World Championships, yes. She's done a few additional things in the game. In terms of the Worlds, 1 gold, 3 silver, 2 bronze. Paralympic Games, 3 gold, 1 silver, 1 bronze. First Paralympic gold, Athens in 04, then Beijing 08,
1 minute.
Rio 2016. Her first European title, 1999. This for 95, which she's gone well above plenty of times. But this is a good place to start today. And she has started well today with a good lift.
Ukraine.
3 out of 3 for Lydia Solovyova.
Floaters, please. 107 kilos. Rack
Golds
4.
in 99, 2001, 03, 05, 07. And the only thing that stopped her after that was it was 6 years before any European Championships was held again. She did get a mark in 2013, won gold in 2015, silver in 2018. Regularly, usually lives in Dnipro, usually.
The bar is ready for Olivia Broom. Great Britain, first round attempt, 107
2 to go
kilos.
in this opening round. And still the reigning World Junior Champion, still the reigning European Junior Champion, but setting sights elsewhere now. Bronze in the Paralympic Games in Tokyo last year. Silver in Birmingham last month at the Commonwealth Games. Olivia Broom for Britain. Studying sports science at Loughborough, which is one of the main centres of sport training in Britain. Born in Chorley. And her coach on stage, the national team coach, Tom Whitaker. So this is 107. This is tasty. It's 4 off her lifetime best. It was a multi-category event at the Commonwealth Games. Would have been lightweight, where there are about 4 weights combined together, and it's all converted into points. So obviously, not everybody could compete in that. She did, got the silver. Huge crowds, which was great. You'll always get that at a multi-games event, be it Paralympics or Pan Ams or Commonwealth Games. It's worth pointing out, Britain split up into different nations. She won the silver for England, looking to go into the gold medal position for Britain here, and she has done. Olivia Broom leads 107. 3 white lights and in front.
Floaters, please. 115 kilos. Rack height
1 to
4.
go, and what a 1 to go. Olivia Broom, competitive right from the start of her career a few years ago. Finished 4th, just outside the medals as a 17-year-old in Bergsamere, but won the junior gold there. And she hasn't looked back. She's won gold at the last 2 World Junior Championships in Nur Sultan, and also last year in Tbilisi.
Vesna Duman.
Professor Duman has been in the front row of a lot of crowds here this week, and now it's her turn to shine. 115 she's going for. European champion, reigning from 4 years ago. Formerly World Junior champion. That's what the next gen European record comes from. Bronze in Tokyo at the Paralympic Games, silver here in the World Championships last year, to go with a bronze from Mexico City in 2017, where she won the World Junior title. Those were two separate competitions on different days. To be European Junior champion, it's all on the one day. Or at least it used to be, before it became the next gen. Bezra Duman for the lead, 1:1:5. And that is good, and that is the lead for Bezra Duman. She's done brilliantly.
Loaders, please.
And there's a lot more to come.
Rack height 11.
She leads by 8
Round two
kilos.
begins with Armenia.
She's aiming for another gold. It's a big battle between two of the gold medalists from Bergsumer, now together in the one category. Bezra Duman leads 115. Olivia Broom second, 107. Tied for bronze, Shevchuk and Solovyova, 95 apiece. Total lift being led currently by Ana Paula Gonçalves, 2:44. Charlotte McGuinness in second, but she's leading the European standings in that. Everybody successful in the opening round of Group A. Greta Verdanyan started that off really well. This now for 92. Her lifetime best is 96. Well, fourth of the last European Championships. She's had 2 top 5 finishes. That would be a good achievement here. And she's going to stay in 5th position in terms of the European Championship. But this to go outright. She's one of 3 tied in 85. Charlotte McGuinness and Ana Paula Gonçalves as well. 6th in the Open, 5th in Europe for 92. Strong lift. And she's got it, and she will not be overtaken, so it's her 3rd top 5 finish at least. She is right now 3 kilos away from the medals. So, it's possible. It is possible. Still. Cracking lift from Greta Verdanyan. You know yourself, being a flag bearer at Paralympic opening ceremonies, they do take a while. And twice she's done it, London and Rio.
The bar is ready at 96 kilos, representing Venezuela. Round 2 attempt. Nairo Hernandez.
So, lying 5th in the open competition, and this to leap up for the moment to bronze. Luis Hernandez aiming for 96. This would also put her 6th in the race to Paris. So Hernandez for 96. Which is 1 below her lifetime best.
1 minute.
For the America's Championship bronze medalist in Bogota. This would put her in big contention for a medal. How about that press then? To go above Shevchuk and Solovyova. She will learn via the flags.
No lift. Press sequence.
No lift. The 3 flags are all red. And it's all for the press sequence because the result comes up in computerized fashion
Voters,
now.
please, 100 kilos,
How about that
round
press? Well,
94.
a bit of rocking and rolling. She stays where she is. Things fine up to here. Stop sequence is okay.
Bars ready. Ukraine, Mariana Shevchuk, 100 kilos.
And denied. So now Mariana Shevchuk coming again. 95 in the opening round, going for 100 here. Currently tied for bronze alongside her compatriot, Lydia Solovyova. Shevchuk is 6th on 95 on the road to Paris. Solovyova on 95 is on the board, but without a mark, because you're only allowed one per nation in the Paralympic Games. They both lifted 95. Shevchuk did it first by 2 minutes. And they both lifted well above 100 in their time. What about today? This for 100, bang on the minute to go for Mariana Shevchuk. This to go bronze
Good
outright,
lift.
and she's done it 2-1 in her favour. Centre referee voting down actually on the press. But it's all good for now for Mariana Shevchuk. Lifts 100, and she goes from a tie for bronze and what would have been a shootout to
kilos,
top
rack
spot.
height 1.
She is noticeably struggling a bit today, though, in comparison to how she usually is. It's working out at the moment. Bronze for her.
The bar is ready. Representing Ukraine, second round attempt, Lydia Solovyova.
So one for Ukraine on 100. What about Lydia Solovyova now? Aiming for the same thing. Just to tell you the lifetime best for both. Shevchuk 134. She has the world record. Solovyova 111. I wonder if this is going to be like some certain nations in the marathon where they've got two who break out and they're stride for stride until a kilometre to go and then they start racing. Because they are kilo for kilo so far. This would be a significant advantage if they're both on 100 going into the final round. 8 clear of Verdanyan, who's one place outside the medals. From a European point of view, Hernandez discounted for that, obviously, and Gonsalves as well, whose job is done. And here she comes, Lydia Solovyova, for 100. No, the press
sequence.
that was not locked out the way you would expect. It wasn't finished the way you'd expect.
Voters, please,
And finally there is a break between the two Ukrainian lifters. Solovyova denied, the 6 times European champion. 4th in Tokyo. Bronze on the last World Championships, last 2 World Championships actually. There was just no lingering sign of that having finished before the chief referee said, right, that's the end of that, we've seen enough.
Thank you, the bar is loaded. Olivia Broom.
Olivia Broom is going for 111 here.
Great Britain.
So she would stay in the silver medal position behind Bezra Duman, but she would go 3rd in the race for Paris above Camila Campos of Chile. Broom, all the ones. This might be a nice halfway house towards the tilt of the gold in the final round, but That would depend on Bezra Duman not doing well in this second round. And Broom doing very well. So she has her targets. This to match her lifetime best. The Paralympic bronze medalist, the Commonwealth Games semi-final, Commonwealth Games silver medalist, World Championship silver medalist.
One minute.
$111. Yeah, that looks decent. She's given it a good whirl, and that is 3 white lights. So she stays in the silver medal position, but she's edging closer to the gold. Edging closer to Bezra Duman, who will have her own say momentarily. Olivia Broom matches her lifetime best. All the ones. It's really good from the 21-year-old. Followed through very comfortably, and everything about that definitive. There's your solid start. That's what caused Soloveyova the problem in the previous lift.
Second round attempt, 118 kilos, Turkey.
Here comes Bezra Duman then, our leader on 115, this for 118. Lifetime best is 124. Paralympic bronze in Tokyo, and her only Paralympics today. World Championship silver and bronze, Tbilisi and Mexico City respectively, and gold in the last Europeans in Berkshire 4 years ago. In a strong position. She is the defending champion in this 55 kilo weight category. She's the one who stayed put. Here she comes.
Lift. Duman,
Good lift.
Turkey.
Great finish by Bezra Duman. 118 on her way to glory, potentially. Went as high as 114 4 years ago when she was 17 years old. 4 years on, it's gone to 118, and in other competitions 124. So there she is. She's now top of the standings on the road to Paris. What a good place to be. And she's top of the standings here and ready to be European champion. As we enter the final round, it is Greta Verdanian who's on the way. So Greta Verdanian going for 95 for Armenia. This would see her going into a tie for 4th. So 95 for Greta Verdanian. Oh no, it's all 3 against, and all 3 in the press, and 2 actually for the stop as well. Well, successful up to that point with the 2 previous attempts of 85 and 92, but Verdanian misses out,
96 kilos,
and no success for her. Ends on 92. No joy this time for Greta. She had a bit to control there.
The bar is loaded to 96 kilos for the third round attempt.
So on we go on for Venezuela.
Hernandez.
Luis Hernandez. Now, interesting path this. 93 she got in round 1, missed out 96 last time, so going for it again here. One off her lifetime best. This to go 4th in the open competition for Venezuela, who are well represented here. Well, prospects. Very good prospects. Good possibilities. Potential. Potential. What can she manage here? Now that is not going to work, I'm afraid. And while she got it raised last time and there was a tidiness issue, that
No
one's
lift.
not going
Press
up and there's
sequence.
no lift for her.
Hernandez.
So it is 93 on which she ends. Has her in the top 8 anyway in terms of the Paralympic qualifying, which has an importance of its own right.
Loaders, please. 101 kilos.
If you're wondering about the Americans' record, by the way,
Rack height
Amalia
4.
Perez of Mexico, of course it would be 130 at the Rio Paralympics 6 years ago. Hernandez misses out. 96 twice over. 93 is where she ends up, and that will be
The bar is ready.
5th place
101 kilos,
in the
third
open
round
competition
attempt.
definitively.
Ukraine, Mariana Shevchuk.
So, Shevchuk and Solovyova are both going for 101 in this final round. And if they both get it, it's a tie. It's a mandatory head-to-head lift after that, which we have not had in international competition previously. Previous head-to-heads, it's been done on body weight. And for the last 2 continental championships, the regional competitions, the athletes wanted to share the medal, they could, and however many times it was, 3 out of 3, well, probably 23 out of 23 more like, they always shared it. 101, here she comes, Shevchuk. She's the one who got 100 in the previous round. She's got 101 here.
Shevchuk.
It is going to be another medal, or at least, at the very worst, a shootout for one.
Kilos,
Successful,
rack height
Mariana
1.
Shevchuk.
101 kilos, rack height
That
1.
was a nice lift.
The bar is ready.
And
Representing
Solovyova
Ukraine,
to follow.
Lydia Solovyova.
Of the lifetime best, Shevchuk's was much higher. She is obviously the world record holder. And that from last year, so... honestly, you wouldn't blame her for missing quite a lot of her training this year. 101 she's on. Solovyova can go to 101 in terms of the race to Paris, but she wouldn't get into that top 8 because Shevchuk has still got there first. But she would tie for bronze if she gets this. And then the fun will begin, as if it hadn't already. So Solovyova, 101, and this for a tie for 3rd, so you'd love to see her get it, but she's struggling, I'm afraid. She really was struggling there, and that's not going her way. So that's 2 misses, and she finishes on 95, and that is 4th place for her. Shevchuk gets the bronze. And we're down to the last 2. Well, in comparison to where they normally are, Solovyova's been down a bit. Shevchuk down a big bit, considering she went 32.5 kilos heavier in the World Championships in this venue
The bar is loaded to 115
9 months ago.
Third round attempt representing Great Britain, Olivia Broom.
Olivia Broom coming out for Britain on 111, and this for 115. The ranking very high. Again, she's had a really good competition, having finished 4th in the last European Championships. That in a different weight category though. And her best lift in that was 80. Now she's going for 115 and a new lifetime best, having equalled her mark of 111 in the previous round. She missed out on a medal last time by 10 kilos to
1 minute.
a bronze behind a bronze claimed by Lourdes Caballero, who's now European champion. Solovyova won the silver in that. Nazmia Muratli the gold at 50 kg. So 115 for a new lifetime best for Olivia Broom. Up it goes. And she has a lot to celebrate. 3 white lights, and it is silver for Britain for Olivia Broom. To add to the growing collection of medals, the Commonwealth Games silver,
Rack height 4.
the Paralympic bronze, the World silver, and now European silver as well. And she's getting stronger, those lifts are getting heavier, and the successes are carrying on. Not only that, right now she's in the gold medal position in the total lift and will be only knocked off if this lift from Bezra Duman is good. She's got her 2 so far, 115 in the opening round, 118 for the gold, and to put her top of the current Paralympic qualifying standards. It's the pathway to glory. The road to Paris. There's nothing of the périphérique about it. She's top. And for 120. European champion Bezra Duman. It's the women's 55 kilo final, and look at that body weight, it is perfect. And so is that lift. Bezra Duman, European champion. And right now, the best in the world. She is on it. That can well change with next month's African Championships. But Bezra Duman has done brilliantly. An exquisite lift from the 21-year-old. It's one of the heaviest of her career. 124 is a lifetime best. That 120, and it is European gold for Bezra Duman. Great performance. I think, to be honest, you would say it was actually never in doubt. Bezra Duman, the European champion. Olivia Broom, the silver. And a good old joust for Ukraine for the bronze medal. Duman winning 120. Wins the total lift as well. Broom, the silver for Great Britain. And the total lift silver. Mariana Shevchuk of Ukraine, the bronze. Takes the total lift bronze as well. Solovyova with her final 2 lifts missed out. Would have been a lot of fun if she'd got them. Competition would still be going on, but 4th for her. 5th in the open competition. Hernandez for Venezuela. Greta Verdanian 5th in the European Championship. Charlotte McGuinness 6th for Great Britain. Good event. medal ceremony to come.
The victory ceremony for the women's up to 55 kilo category at the 2022 European Open Championships in Tbilisi, Georgia.
So the victory ceremony, and it will be 2 sets of medals for both.
Please welcome the medalists.
And actually, because all three got all 3 of the marks, they could be giving out 4 medals here, really, per athlete.
The medals will be presented
Total lift
by
and
Zita Yerko, technical delegate
top
of the
list.
championship. The bronze medalist.
Zita
representing
Gierko, the
Ukraine,
technical delegate for these
Mariana
championships.
Shevchuk.
Presenting the medals, it is bronze for Ukraine. And Mariana Shevchuk finishing in 3rd position, a best of 101. Got all 3 lifts and a total of 296. She will get 2 more bronze medals for the total lift.
Silver medalist, representing Great Britain, Olivia Broom.
Olivia Broom now has a complete set of medals from various championships. She's now medalled at Europeans, Worlds, Commonwealth Games and Paralympics. She has won golds at junior level, European and Worlds, just looking for an elite gold now. Bezra Duman has it today, the European champion for Turkey. World silver here last year, Paralympic bronze in Tokyo, but the lovely feeling of being European champion. for
Ladies and
Turkey.
gentlemen, please rise if you're able.
And that honor
for the
goes
national
to
anthem of Turkey.
Besra Duman. Don't you think she enjoyed singing that anthem? I
Congratulations
certainly
to the
think she did.
medalists. The women's up to
Besra
55
Duman, the
kilo
European champion,
category.
went to 120. Livia Broom with the European silver for Great Britain. Mariana Shevchuk, the bronze for Ukraine. Reigning world champion Shevchuk and world record holder. Still be competitive all the way through, but we've got a new European champion, Besra Duman, for Turkey, and it's the same 1, 2, 3 in the total lift. So, well, she's strong enough to handle some more gold medals. They'll be coming shortly elsewhere in the building. Good competition, that. There you go. That's a battle to be resumed, you would imagine, at the World Championships in Dubai next June. And there is the total lift result. Same order. They all got their lifts in. What a high standard.
21 minutes time.
Men's 91 kilo final will be on shortly. There's your countdown to the first lift for it. Besra Duman will have more than 20 minutes of celebrating to do. We'll be back soon.